I'm Amy from Doodle Dog Designs. Last year after Easter, I got this candy mold on clearance, and I got it with the intention of using it to make some Chalkware Easter bowl fillers. So I've got some plaster of Paris. You can find this in the home improvement stores. It's usually in with the sheetrocking and other supplies like that. Or you can also find it in the big box craft stores. Instructions say to mix the plaster of Paris, 2 parts of plaster of Paris with 1 part of water. So I have used this previously, and when I used it, I did put marks on my cups so I know there's my 2 parts, and then I have another cup that I've got a mark on here for 1 part. So I use it for water and I use this for the powder. Make my marks, I just had some clear plastic cups and I measured out, using measuring cups, I measured out different amounts and then I put marks on with a Sharpie marker. And I'm going to mix this up, make sure that I get everything mixed well and no lumps in the mixture here. And then with the plaster of Paris will set up pretty quickly, so you need to move fast with this. You can't leave it set for very long or it will set up. So now I'm just going to spoon it into my mold here. I'd like to have 3 of each if I can. Then once I have them full, I want to tap the edges. That will help to shake out any possible air bubbles. And then I want to smooth out the top as much as I can. I can sand it after it's dry also to get rid of those bumps. I need a little bit more this carrot. I'm going to let this dry. It takes 20 to 30 minutes. They are all dry now, and so I'm just going to pop them out. These come out super easy with this silicone candy mold. I've got a little scraping tool here, and I'm just going to clean up the edges. Now they are ready to paint. I only have 1 orange here at the house, so it is a pumpkin color. I'm going to paint the carrots this pumpkin color. I painted the bunnies first with this brown paint, and then I decided I didn't really like it, so I painted them over with a cream paint. So you could skip this step. This is drying really quick, so I'm going to go ahead and turn these over and paint the orange on the back side. Now I'm going to paint over the top of these bunnies with a vintage white paint. Now I'm going to paint this fresh foliage folk art color on the carrot tops. I did do another coat of paint on these bunnies. So I did one coat of brown and then 2 coats of cream. And now I'm going to take a piece of fine sandpaper, 180 grit, and I'm going to lightly sand just around the edges. I'd hoped that that would sand off a little bit and get down to the brown, but really it's just sanding it down to the chalkware layer instead of to the brown paint layer. So I'm not sure this step is really necessary. I'm going to use some of this folk art antiquing medium. Mine has gotten kind of thick. It's old, so I am watering it down. So I put some of the antiquing medium in my paint tray here and some water, and I'm going to mix it up. You might not have to do this if your antiquing medium is not very thick. I'm going to paint it on. And then I will use a rag to wipe it back off. I think I need a little bit more antiquing medium mixed in with my water here. I did this the other day with a different project and I didn't water it down and it made it too dark, so just have to do a little bit of experimenting to see how much you need based on how dark you want the project to look. I like the way that looks. Here's the plain one and here's the antiqued one. I'm going to dab a little bit more off on these. These two, the really dark spots is where I had sanded them and then I didn't sand on this one. Gives it a totally different look. So you can decide which look you like best and then sand or not sand. And if you want, you can finish these with a clear spray varnish. Be sure to click the like button and subscribe below. I'll see you next time. Bye.